I see you. I don't know. I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me unmute you. You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Listen, technical difficulties, man.
That thing just all the time. This free call is ended. I was like, did I sign up for a free service or what is this going? What is this that's going on here?
That's me. You know what? And this part I'm gonna edit out, but the hold on, Veronica, let me unmute you.
Okay.
Sorry about that. This part I'm edit out. Everybody else's damn
Oh, what happened to my 3 minutes?
everybody else's damn Zoom that I've been on that has the free version of Zoom. The meeting goes 3 hours. We be on there just running our mouths and all of that stuff, right?
Right.
My cheap free Zoom.
It just said no. It said no. I was there looking like, I was like, dang, we gotta get some.
Wait, I'm looking at the timer on my thing talking about, oh, it's gonna go past. I watched the countdown go 5, 4, 3.
And you ain't say nothing.
2.
This thing said no.
I just
said
knew
no
I
go.
was confident. I was like, I know I got the stuff. You know what I'm saying? My Zoom,
Exactly.
somebody else Zoom. You know, but
Zoom said she ran out of prepaid minutes. It's time to reload your phone.
It's time to go.
She got
and you
to
know,
add
while
some
we
more
were
minutes.
talking, I'm
Add
over
some
here
more
and
minutes.
I'm trying to do the up. I was trying to do the upgrade. I'm like, no, everybody else stuff, it automatically upgraded. See, but that's just the story of my life and my technical difficulties. Yeah. So
Well, you got some editing to do with this one then.
It's all good.
oh, this part, listen, this is gonna be part of the video online. I don't
Oh, the video part is fine. That's about
part two. You know what I'm saying?
that works.
But like I was saying, part 2. But like I was saying before, you know, it's not a slight on the people. You know, it's just about, and then too, it's about choice. I don't typically force the things that I really believe and care about and feel deeply onto other people. You know, I really, you know, and then too, just being not a good social media person. You know, I'm not a big sharer and commenter and liker. I just happen upon some amazing people online.
Well, I'm gonna just put it like this. From a co-host perspective, I just would like to know what the good videos that you see. It's like, oh, I saw this video, and I'm saying, well, I ain't seen nothing. I can't really, I was like, what do we rude to say? I ain't seen nothing. Just share it. We're like, listen, this is the guest. This is what they do. Here, I'm like, okay, that works. I'm like, I don't know it. I don't. You saw
I don't know why he tripping. Usually he gets a whole email about the people that are coming on the show. We just see, this the thing.
It ain't the video.
This the thing. And I have Veronica here to back me up. I just asked her to be on the show yesterday, and she just accepted. She was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on that. So
but how long ago did you see the video though?
Talk to me after the show, sir.
No, okay, all right.
And make sure you send your agent.
We'll do. We'll.
Y'all, I hate it. People keep calling me and knocking my volume down. I hate this.
I understand.
We'll figure it out. And you know what? It's all good. I love this. You know what I'm saying? And I love this for the authenticity of it as well. That's why I'm not going to edit a video, because it's always great to see the progression and the growth of something, you know? She'll be back.
Exactly. I know she will. I mean, this is great and awesome influence as well. I mean, I was saying trying to look at different stuff to do, because I know the person I'm be out until probably till the end of the school year. I don't even know why they tripping talking about we going back. We're not going back to school. We gotta just go ahead and hang that up now. But at least I know it's at the end of April before I even go back. And spring break next week, I'm like, I was glad you brought this up. Like, I'm looking at trying to do some voice video chatting with people, set up stuff online. Again, I'm still stuck in between this place of ratchetness and sophisticationness. I guess I'm making up words. But between ratchet and sophistication, I'm like, I really just want to come in and just act the fuck up. But I can't, because I know I have people who's like, no, come on now, come on, Smooth, come on now. Did your mother raise you that way? And I really want to say yes, she did, but I can't be like, nah, she really didn't. Not saying we, wasn't no cussing going on in the household. So I'm still gonna just cut loose with it. Like, listen, listener discretion is advised.
Is advised.
If you ain't seen me in this light, then you don't need to see me. Cause GQ Smooth, get up there.
I love that you said that, because that's a GQ Smooth segue into you. I love it. Gee, my co-host is the ball. GQ Smooth segue into a big topic about that I wanted to broach today. So it's quarantine, and I'm styling in my wonderful bright red.
Oh yeah.
Strong woman hair. I love some long red hair. I just love it. Right now, I do. It was just the beginning of this year that I say, you know what? You're gonna throw on a wig and see what that do. Right.
All right.
The reason why I'm even bringing that up is because Veronica, we're friends online, and she talks about and she brags about, and I say brag. I watched this YouTuber, and she say brag means boldly raise a glass to. So I'm gonna snatch that from her for a second and say she brags about her wigs. That. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. A few years ago, my daughter, she's 19, and she started wearing wigs, and she would, every couple of weeks she'd have on a new wig, and she's styling it and all of this stuff. And I would always be like, oh, I'm not getting a wig. It's too hot. It's too this. It's too that. But on a deeper level, it was because I couldn't see myself wearing a wig. Right? I couldn't see me in a wig and looking as good as I see other women look. Right? So I thought about that. It wasn't about being natural. It wasn't about none of that stuff. It was just about me not being able to see myself as beautiful, as gorgeous as I see other women when they, do different enhancements and stuff like that. So it was all about self-image. So I want to talk, today for a couple of minutes about self-image. I love that, Veronica, that you wear your wigs, and I love that sometimes you don't. Right? Could you could you be a little bit open about why it is you wear wigs? How did that start?
Sure.
And tell us about that.
Yes. When I was about 8 or 9, I developed alopecia, which at that time I didn't know that's what it was called. My hair just started coming out. And my grandmother took me to the doctor, and they said that I had ringworms real bad, to the point that it had got into my bloodstream. So, they gave me pills and shampoos and all of that. And it still really wasn't growing back, on the edges and to the top and stuff like that. And, just going through school, got called names, bald-headed, bald eagle, Mr. Clean, baldy, all types of stuff, which at that time, it was hurtful. It was very hurtful, but, I would laugh it off. And I always wanted to know why, why me, when all of my other friends had long hair. I had never seen any female, a bald, female. And when I got in high school, I started wearing wigs. And again, was still, you know, picked on, you know, why is she wearing a wig? You know, that's a wig, that's not her hair. And then when I got a little older, I joined the military, and I was wearing a wig, and they made me take it off because, you know, you can't have that on in basic training. And that was the first time that I found freedom in being me. Because I think I was, you know, I was a slave to the baldness. I was in bondage with the wigs. And so, you know, I took them off, started, you know, my hair started growing, was getting finger waves, was stationed in Arizona, hair was still growing. And when I got stationed in Germany, it started coming out again. And I was never big with the weave thing because, you know, once you sweat, the glue started coming loose and you got to keep gluing it and stuff. And it wasn't until I really got back here in the States that I really, you know, started wearing wigs again or whatnot, and still wasn't that comfortable. And I can honestly tell you that it wasn't until maybe probably 6-7 years ago that I had become comfortable with me, either going without or putting them on. It's a variety, a diversity of who I am. I refuse to have been characterized by my baldness or either by the wigs, because I am who I am with or without. And now I just love the freedom. You know, what I thought was bondage at one time is my freedom. That I can change. I can be up here with this blonde, tell y'all to hold on a minute, go upstairs, get a red one, and come back down. That's my freedom. I can do that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you know what I'm saying? It's no longer what I used to think was bondage. Is my freedom to, you know, to present myself how I want to. It doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change my identity. I can just present myself in different ways. I don't have to get up and run to the beauty shop at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and stay there to, you know, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And I'm not saying, and whoever listens to the show, I'm not being derogatory about, you know, beauticians, but come on, let's be real. A lot of them, they be in there gossiping, they be in there talking, be burnt your ear up. You know, you've been in there since 6, 7 o'clock. You don't leave to 12, 1 o'clock in that. You know, a lot of women spend all morning in a salon. I don't have to do that. 2-3 minutes tops. I go in my closet, whichever closet I choose to go in, slap one on, comb it, and I'm done. I love it. I love the freedom that it, you know, it gives me. So if I don't want to put one on, you know, go ahead.
No, one of the things I was going to say is that even in that, a lot of women spend all of that time and that effort and all of that. And it's not necessarily for what they want, it's for what somebody else says is what they should have.
Exactly.
You know, for the longest while, even myself, I'll spend time in the beauty salon. Like you said, I remember those days, those whole Saturdays of sitting there thinking, man, I should get a check. I just clocked 6 to 7 hours in this place and a lunch break. I should be paid for my time and service in this doggone place, right? But it was always to fit a standard or to fit something that the military wanted, that some guy thought it was cute, or it was the trend. Until, you know, and, you know, I don't know what it feels like to have to cut all your hair off, but I knew the feeling of freedom that it felt to cut all my hair off, even though I didn't have to, right? So in the opposite, I could absolutely understand the freedom of, you know, changing your appearance, changing the image that you present to the world to fit what it is that you want the world to see.
That's it.
That creates that is your self-image that you want to project. I've recently, like I said, kind of stepped into that freedom because my hair, even with it short, even when I was cutting it short, I felt like a slave to it then, right? Because now I have to maintain the short cut, let it be neat, let it be nice, and all of those things. Because I'm
put some
thinking
waves in there, put a do-rag on, put some waves in there. No,
I know. You know, GQ, you know what? It is. You know, it's cool to have this conversation because my co-hosts, if you guys aren't on my Facebook page or don't see us online, if all you do is hear our voice, you know, you would know that my co-host, you know, got some long flowing locks around here. You know, his hair
let me take it down for the camera one time. You know,
I'll take it down for the camera one time.
You know, I'll take it down for the camera one time. You know what I mean?
You understand? So beautiful long hair, which is like kind of the opposite of some of the well, probably not the opposite.
Back up.
Huh? You put it back.
I said it's hot now. It's hot. Put it just back up. Let me turn my ceiling fan. Oh, I need to go.
You know, but how long have you been growing your hair, GQ?
I've been growing my hair since I was conceived. You know, the hair's been growing ever since then.
I mean, of course.
I know that. I know you. I was like throwing that joke in there. People ask that. I was like, I've been growing my hair since like birth. You know what I'm saying? It just naturally happens. It's, you know.
So how long has the intention be for you to walk around with longer hair than most men?
It was. Has it been? I know it's been over 10 years. It probably hasn't been quite 15. Anywhere between 10 to 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 to 15 years worth of
That's
growth.
awesome.
What do you guys feel that your hair does for your self-image? Not about the image that you project to others, but what do you think it does for your self-image, how it is that you look at yourself? I'll start with me. When I am in a space where I am feeling creative, feeling strong, feeling intense, feeling like a warrior, feeling like a, you know, Xena warrior princess, you know what I'm saying? I love my hair short. I love my hair no fuss, no muss, you know what I'm saying? I'll go straight bald, you know what I'm saying? Let it be just smooth, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that projects, or the image that it gives of me to me is one of strength, is one of, you know, just toughness, just, I don't know, I'll bite you. I don't know. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying?
That escalated quickly. Okay, that escalated very quickly. Whoa. Wait a minute.
All of that. But, you know what I'm saying? In this space, you know what I'm saying? With long hair, with, you know, a longer, more, you know, colorful and things like that, I see myself as soft, as I see myself as dainty, you know. I see myself as you know, like a flower. So the way I wear my hair really gives myself a different image of myself. So how does the way you wear your hair, how does that reflect on your self-image, or how does that affect your self-image?
You know, this is a weird conversation.
Well, for me, I think go ahead, Akin.
Yeah, this is a weird conversation. It's just never asked it, but this is weird. But I mean, my hair is my hair. It was just like, what? Oh, you talking about here? But okay, I can throw in my guy's perspective. I don't know about every other guy with long hair. I mean, one that makes it. I mean, when I get told so much about my hair, so it's kind of like, is it that luxurious? Like, oh, you have nice luxurious. It's like, I mean, I guess I do. I guess I do. Thank you. I do. Okay, well, thank you. You know, because I feel that way about myself anyway. So it just gives me an extra boost of confidence. And then a little bit. All I have a big dome up here, so my head, like, without hair, like, God, you got a big head. So it's extra boost to the confidence, and then myself, kind of like, I know I got a big brain, so that's why I have a big head. But you know, everybody ain't got to see all that. But then also give me a thing, a sexiness. You know what I'm saying? Your head just blowing the wind makes you feel sexy sometimes. Everybody looking at you, feel like you're looking at yourself. The wind just blowing, your hair pulled back. Like, yeah, I'm just sexy, boy. Your hair can't do this. I can see my hair. Like, yes,
like
my hair can do it.
You talk about this a weird conversation, but you answer the question. Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the entertainment business. You have to answer the question. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have to say that thing's still weird. I do weird stuff, so I'm a weird individual. But you know, it's just
we love your weirdness.
Absolutely.
Thing. It also gives me strength as well, though. I mean, you said that thing about Samson. You heard the story of Samson. His strength was in his hair, and I was like, you know what? I'm like Samson. Even though I'm strong probably without hair, but you know, like I got his hair. Like I'm a strong man. I know not to get fooled by the lala though. See, I learned my lesson. Because with all this sexiness and strength, you have to learn a lesson. Don't get caught up.
With sexiness and strength comes responsibility.
Exactly. So I was like, don't get caught up. Don't do it. I had some couple of Delilahs out there tried to
You know what I'm saying? It was trying to get you.
Do it. Trying to get me. Then someone was trying to get me because they wanted my hair. They wanted to make a wig out of it. I was like, first of all, you need to ask my permission. Ask my permission, then I might. You know,
oh my God, GQ, you crazy.
Yeah. It's all good.
I can agree with both of y'all. I agree with both of y'all. It enhances what's already there. You know, when I don't wear it, reminds me of the females off of Black Panther, you know, Wakanda Forever. And then when I do put it on, you know, it's that sexiness, that freaky side of me. Depends on which wig I'm wearing. It just brings out stuff that's already there. I'm saved, but ain't all the way
through my whole phone.
Don't get the thing twisted now.
She said freaky. I was like,
I'm saved, but I'm still a freak. So
she said it again. That was something. I'm about to get some sound music up in a minute.
GQ is glitching. GQ is glitching.
Yes.
We're going to call you Glitch Q.
No, that I don't. There ain't no glitches there. Don't do that. No.
Oh my God.
No.
But yeah, it enhances what's already there, and it took me a long time to have that confidence. And I think with everything that I went through, I had to go down that path for it to show me that I'm beautiful with or without hair. I'm not my hair. I'm me. You know, I'm uniquely made. And so the hair just enhanced, you know, what's there, what took me a long time to realize that was there the whole time.
All right. Yeah. Which is interesting point that you brought up, because
you know, the sexiness.
Yeah. That you brought that up though, and yeah, I'm trying to. And so, a lot of that song, "I'm Not My Hair," I sit there and listen to a lot of the words and some of the stuff that with it. I understand. In my mind, I feel like, like my hair kind of made me who I was. Like before I had my hair, I was a totally different person. Then I got my hair. I was like, well, now my hair can't be. I can't be without the hair. If that makes sense, somewhat. It's kind of like my hair can help me who I am, which I'm pretty sure when it comes off, if it goes off or whatever it happened, the case may be, I can still do what I got to do. It's just totally different thing that happened with me when I got my hair than when I didn't have my hair. So it's kind of like I am actually my hair.
Right.
My hair is me. It's not like it was they brought it out. So I can't really say I'm not my hair. It's like, no, I actually am. Again, I was a totally different individual. And a lot of things changed when my hair came into play versus when my hair wasn't. Not saying that I probably couldn't happen now. It's totally different aspects, totally different mindset around different people. But it was just one of those things where it was kind of like, no, my hair is me. Me is my hair. I can't go without it. I don't need like get my ends trimmed, anything like that.
Yeah. I think that a big part of it is there is a change in our persona as we change our image to ourselves, right? When we create, because when I, you know, when I didn't wear it, when I'm not wearing this, even the hair on my head that is growing out my head, you know, I would color it, you know, I shoot, my hair was blue, you know, 12, 15 years ago, before people started just wearing weird colors on their hair altogether. You know, I got in trouble in the military because I had
well,
because I had all sorts of different
yeah.
color hair, you know, colors that I would dye my hair. It ends up being a part of us that we use to express or to kind of share with the world, you know, something about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That we use to show a creative part of ourselves. Is something that is very manageable and manipulative that we can do. is that the word?
Yeah, manipulated. Yeah, manipulative.
Yeah,
Manipulated, yeah.
That you can manipulate it, that you can change it, that you can kind of get it the way that you want it to be. You know, it's a quick change. I know as far as women, you know what I'm saying, when we go through some stuff and we want to change some stuff real quick, we'll go real quick and do something to our hair and show the world how we are seeing ourselves, you know. So it ends up, you know, being a big deal. The other part of self-image is self-love. You know what I mean? Well, a big part of self-image is self-love. I tend to try to encourage people to kind of think about themselves in the highest possible way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
In recent learning and kind of sitting there and meditating and being in a space of opening up to spiritual information and divine guidance and things like that, one of the things that I start to teach others and to believe deeply about myself is to know yourself is to know God, that I am a reflection, a manifestation of whatever the divine said that he wanted to create and manifest. So if he can love it, why am I here not loving whatever it is I'm given, or however it is I'm led to express, you know, myself and to adorn whatever this body is that I was given, you know. So one, to start kind of really loving yourself and loving who you are from a place of like, look, God created me and all of this, whatever it is, you know, hair or no hair,
exactly.
you know. So
well, as my favorite scripture goes, I don't have too many, but when I do dabble into the Bible, even though I had to be forced to learn this chapter and verses and stuff, but Psalms 139 verse 14 says, "I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth quite well." And once I learned that verse, knew that verse, and then had to live that verse and and actually like believe that. I almost said the bad word. Believe that that word. I was like, man, you know what? After that, it didn't matter if I had hair, didn't have hair, because I learned the verse actually when I wasn't growing my hair out. And what ended up happening was I didn't understand or didn't gain understanding of that verse until I actually started growing my hair out. But I was like, either way it go, I will praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm like, you know, marvelous of God word. Like, then that's why I was like, well,
that's it.
Once you start realizing that and I'm gonna throw this out here, and you take it as you see it, but I feel like if I call myself a God, because if I'm my parents' children, like, okay, I'm this person, that person, I'm this on earth. How am I not a God if I'm a part of God or the creator? I was like, I'm a creator of life, I'm a creator of things, so I'm a God, I'm a creator, I'm all that, but I just still know my role. I know that there's like my ancestors, I know there's those that are above me and before me. So I was like, I'm not gonna stress how I look, and because the crazy thing, the people that talked about me, didn't know themselves or didn't love their self-image, anything like that. And then when they start, we bring this topic of bullying when it was because, oh, sorry, let me rewind and pause it. And you have to edit this out on the radio. I don't know why they told your grandmama about the ringworms. You know damn well Black people don't do so like that. I was like, that is not right. But anyway, that's that thing. I was like, but I'm like, but then when people was bullying me, they started asking me for lunch money though. I was like, but you got on the latest whatever you want to spend hundreds of dollars, but you can't spend $1 to get lunch. I was like, y'all tripping. I can get lunch and have, I don't get, it didn't matter what I look like. I'm just trying to come to school, get my education. So I'm gonna get this education, I'm gonna call it a day. But then when they was like, oh, they talking about what you got on, what you look like. And I was like, then they go, "May I borrow $1 for lunch?" Wait a minute, player. Don't you ever in your life? So I was like, you I understood, like, hey, you're positive, and people love your positive. So no matter what you look like on the outside, be positive on the inside. And people see that regardless, so they invite me for that.
That's right.
And so once I gave them, I only gave them that $1 just one time. I was like, listen, you know what the deal is now, don't you? They understood that. So I was like, when I understood my power, I was like, my image is my image because of who I show through the light that I am. So I smiled a little bit bigger and brighter and things like that. So I was like, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm a God, I'm a creator, I'm a child of the creator. So therefore I am a creator. I look good because I'm in that image. The rest of the world looks good. Now the only image that I do not think the creator actually made, there was a cockroach. I just don't understand it.
You know what? Well, you is crazy.
No, I'm done though. I'm done. I was like, that is
my
not
goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm like
a cockroach. But I'll tell y'all this, that, I've not, like, growing up, I was always too dark, my hair was too nappy. You know what I'm saying? I was either spoke too well or my accent was too thick. It was like it was too much or not enough, or too much or not good enough. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things that has helped me in my life is recognizing, you know what I'm saying, is tapping into that love to have for self. And that started with whatever it is I started to kind of look at myself as, right? When I bought into what other people told me was who I was. Oh, you're too dark. Oh, you're too short. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that shape that other girls have. You don't have that waist. You don't have that butt. You don't have no thighs. You know what I'm saying? When I started listening to people and listening to what they told me that I was or wasn't, and taking what they saw and internalizing that left me in a world of hurt. You know what I'm saying? The difference was to turn to what the divine says I am, the universe says I am, the truth about what God says I am, about, what I know I am. Because as you meditate and you get into yourself, you're like, I'm the bomb. What you talking about? I'm good as hell. What are these people talking about?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? What she see, what he see, because all I see is awesomeness. You know what I'm saying? When I started seeing myself as the amazing whatever, then none of that extra stuff mattered. Whether I cut my hair bald or whether I put on a 30-inch, I got a 30-inch coming in the mail, right? Whether I cut, all my hair off or whatever, the thing is that
30-inch wig. Oh, okay.
Wig. Wait, you're so bad. Let's talk after.
I didn't do anything. I just put
no comment.
About a wig.
No comment. Right?
Just about a wig. That's all. Clarity.
But she opened up the door to that. She just said 30-inch. That was it.
Thank you. I'm just like,
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Just to say that when I started seeing myself as what the truth is, like GQ said, as a child of God, meaning that also I must have some divinity that flows through me. If my Father is divine, then what does that make me? You know what I'm saying? If my Creator is awesomeness, what does that make me? When I started thinking about not what people think of me, but what the divine thinks of me, then that made all the difference. And when I started buying into that image of the all-knowing, of the all-awesome, of all of that, when I started buying into that image, then that freedom absolutely came.
Oh yeah.
So, we have a couple of minutes remaining. We are going to shut off this time, and it'll be for good.
No, okay.
Before we leave today,
this
has
an
been
official
awesome.
shutdown.
This is going to be, this is going to be a longer, at least on the Facebook, is going to be longer than it is on the radio station. But I always want to leave with the opportunity for my guests to say, to give some words of wisdom, some words to the people, you know what I'm saying? Given the platform that, millions and millions of people can hear the things that you have to say. What do you leave the world with? What do you say to people right now? Words that will leave them in a better space? Or just encouraging words?
For me, it would be suddenly. It would be suddenly. And I take that from when the woman had the issue of blood, and she did everything she could, she pressed her way, she pushed her way through. She was determined to get to Jesus to be healed. And he healed her suddenly, with her faith. And the same way that this thing appeared all of a sudden, I really do believe that it's going to disappear suddenly. And the norm that we knew will never go back to the way it was. It would never be that way again. This is it's a new norm, it's a shifting. And my encouraging word would be just continue to have faith. Because suddenly it's coming. That's it.
That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Veronica, thank you so very much for doing this with me.
Thank you, love. Thank you. I enjoyed this.
Oh, absolutely. You're so welcome.
You're welcome.
You are absolutely, you're on my list of people to call should we need us a guest. Okay? I hope that's okay with you.
Yay!
You have to excuse my face too. You gotta have spoken that word.
And Akeem, I'm sending you a friend request.
Thank you. You excuse my face though, I can't make this ugly, so you might have spoke that word.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I think that this has been absolutely successful for what it is that we're looking to do. I appreciate you being a part of my mission, being a part of my purpose, being a part of my journey.
No problem.
I'm going to end off with the station's call signals, but my name is Ray Carr, the Fit Hypnotist. I'm also owner and operator of Ray Carr Hypnotherapy, where, awesomeness happens. You got my co-host here, Mr.
This is your ear candy, your social voice radio, GQ Smooth.
That's what I'm talking about. Veronica, please give for a second again how people can reach you and connect with you and listen to your awesome voice and wonderful messages on a regular basis.
Oh, wow. Send a friend request to Veronica Stanford on Facebook or vbrooks1171 at Instagram.
Amazing. And thank you guys. This is Let's See Who My Friends Are.
Let's See Who My Friends
Are. You are listening to WRUU
LP.
LP. Yeah, LP.
That's
Savannah, Georgia. 107.1 101.5
FM.
FFWRUU.
The best radio
ORG.
We are Savannah's founding community radio with global soul. I love it that our community has expanded beyond Savannah to the freaking world. We will catch y'all on the next Friday. No, next Friday. We'll catch y'all. Thank you so very much for tuning in with us. And I'm looking to connect with you guys. So please, if you want to be a part of the show, be a part of the conversation, check us out.